in his life. But he left home and became a sadhu at 8, renunciate, and wandered around India. And then after that, they didn't know much about him. But then when he was like a teenager, sadhu, he appeared in the town of Neem Karoli. And there was an old, ruined Hanuman temple there. It was abandoned, just an old, crapped out little temple, and had a little cave underneath it. So Maharaji moved into that cave and lived there for about 12 years, 11 or 12 years, not having much to do with the villagers, but a couple of people in the village became connected to him and would bring him milk and bring him food. And there's all these stories about what went on then. And sometimes he would do this sadhanas around this town in Crowley, where he would sit in the lake, in the winter months. He would sit in the lake for many, many, many months. And he had no possessions at that point. And it was called Lakshman Das. And then one day this train was going by that area, and Maharaji got on the train, or in a different town, got on the train without a ticket, of course. He sat in the first class compartment. Lori made a friend, huh? And the conductor, the ticket taker came up to Maharaji and said, "You got to get off the train. You don't have a ticket." And he stopped the train and he said, "This sadhu, get off." Threw Maharaji off. And Maharaji, it wasn't called Maharaji then. It was just his name was Lakshman Das. And the conductor didn't know him and threw him off the train. And Maharaji, he was still quite young, and went and sat under the tree, and the conductor said, "Okay, Sadhu's off the train. We can't let this go on. This Sadhu's getting on the train without tickets. This is ridiculous. These people pay good money to get on this train, and this bum gets on without a ticket. So let's go. Chalo. The train wouldn't start. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go. We got a timetable to keep. The train wouldn't start. So they got the engineers onto it, and they looked, checking out, troubleshooting the engine, doing everything. They could not figure out what was wrong with the train. Then somebody said, "Hey, this is India. We are a land that supposedly respects sadhus, respects the spiritual traditions. Why don't we try getting this sadhu back on the train?" And they said, "Okay, sadhu, come back on the train." Sadhu said, "No, not exactly. I need you to promise me 2 things." And they said, "What?" He said, I need you to build a train station here. Because the villagers here are so far from the city, they have to go so far to get supplies, to get food, to get grains. They need a train station." And the guy said, "Oh, okay." And then they said, "And number 2, I want you to always let sadhus on the train for free." And they said, okay, we promise. And then the train left, and the train ran perfectly. And since then, this sadhu was called Neem Karoli Baba, the sadhu from the Baba from Neem Karoli.